Hi guys, this is Natasha, aka Natty Willy, and I am back. I'm finally here to break this trailer down for you. And thanks for those that watched and commented on my last video, because y'all are awesome. And so I was trying to figure out how to approach this. So I figured the best way to really do it is to like play the trailer and then like kind of like comment on it as it's going, or like, you know, pause it and comment on it. And so I want to say this before we get started. I haven't read the books in, I want to say, a few years, so the details of the 3 books may be a little murky for me, but I will do my best to based off memory. And let's just get started. There's just so much to unpack in a 2-minute video, okay? Like, there's just a lot. There's like Easter eggs, everything like that. So let's get to it.
Be strong. The wheel of time turns, and ages come and pass, leaving memories that become legend.
Okay, so that's like the first few seconds of it. So I want to say first that that very first thing with Egwene and Nynaeve pushing Egwene into off a cliff, I don't recall that being in the series or the first book, but it could be a dream or like a part of a vision of a test that Egwene takes, and the later image of Egwene coming out of the water and like kind of like a colored circle of water with colors in it, that also lets me to believe that it may be part of a test that she takes as well. And another theory could be the Eye of the World. And then another theory is she's actually trying to become a apprentice, or like the village wisdom. That Nynaeve is also the village wisdom in their city or village, Emmonsfield. I keep saying village a lot. And so, and then we go tie into like the mountains, and then like the first like look of Emmonsfield, which is great, because that's actually how we start the book. We start with, you know, sweeping mountains and just like all that stuff. So very well done as far as like the initial part of this slowly building into what happens at the end of the trailer. And we see like, you know, the main 5, Nynaeve, played by Zoe Robbins, Madden playing Egwene, and then we have the 3 young men. We have Matt, played by Barney Harris, Perrin, played by Marcus Rutherford, and Rand, played by Joshua Stradowski. Hoping I'm pronouncing these names right. And so just seeing them together, that's one of the few scenes that we'll see with them together just happy like that. And so I really appreciate seeing that first thing, as well as getting a glimpse into like village life. And again, it's one way to kind of introduce everybody, which was really nice. And then also at the tail end, you see who I thought was Lews Therin, but apparently it's a warder, played by Peter Franzen, and it probably is related to like an Aes Sedai that, you know, that was his Aes Sedai. And warders and Aes Sedai have like a bond, and I'm sure that's going to be explained in the series and how that like affects some of these characters. And the warder Aes Sedai bond is just very interesting dynamic between the men and women, and if they go, I'm talking too much, I'm talking too much, but it's again a nice tie-in. And then with Moraine speaking in the background with you know, saying the wheel of time turns and then memories become legend, you see Egwene come out of the water. I thought that was very good foreshadowing, and how the voiceover is like, again, introducing everything, because that's pretty much how the book starts. Every book starts with the wheel of time turns, that saying, and I thought that was very well done, very well done. So let's keep going. Okay, that brief scene by Prime Video, that's what I was referring to as Camelin, but I feel like the voiceover was kind of like a little bit behind. So that's why I said Camelin, and that's when I said Tar Valon, which was, you know, I see Dragon Mount in the background. So I was happy to see Tar Valon in all of its glory. And Dragon Mount, beautiful shot. I must say, beautiful shot. And I'm wavering between Camelin and Barrelon because they both are featured in Eye of the World, but I just don't know which city. It's probably gonna be Barrelon. It wouldn't surprise me if it's Barrelon versus Camelin, just based on who's been cast so far. That's where what I'm leaning towards. And again, Egwene coming out of the water, and then we switched to Tar Valon not too long after that.
Inside you. All over the world there are different names for it. But it's one thing. One power. And women who can touch it. We protect the world.
Okay, I like this montage that we see here. Again, we introduce Moraine finally, and that's when you know things about to pop off, when Moraine comes into the picture. So again, nice tie-in, make it all nice and easy, fun, and then we start to get a little undertone, like a dark undertone, and then we still get introduced to, you know, characters and, you know, maybe groups of people, which we do with the Aes Sedai. The Aes Sedai are a group of women that wield the one power, and nice tie-in, nice meeting Swan, the Amerlin Seat, who is the leader of the White Tower, which is their representation of, you know, the Aes Sedai. It's just like a big old place. And you also see starting the one power, and Moraine is introduced. Again, the voiceover with her saying the power inside you, she has power inside her. And then again we go back to Egwene, who's again in the river, which I do think is still tied to the test that she takes. I'm definitely leaning towards that because it's tying in very nicely with the way that they did this trailer. And so and then we are introduced to the Red Aja. We did see glimpses of the different Ajas. And then we see Liandrin, who's part of the Red Aja. I don't like her, and there's a reason why I don't like her. And you'll find out soon enough. Whoo child. But I did like seeing that shot still, because it's still representative of, you know, what they're there for, like their purpose, and that is to protect the world. But from what? And so now we're gonna keep moving, and then that's why I started to get a little bit emotional, because I'm actually seeing them wield the one power. Also, that one scene where Ilana, Priyanka Rose, she is like stopping a group of arrows. And that's where I'm a little bit hesitant about the one power, because I'm worried about the pacing of it. But I do think overall, me seeing it for the first time, as well as other fans that have been seeing it for the first time, that initial glimpse of it was definitely on an emotional scale here. Like, because again, the one power and how they do it is make or break this series. Like, it is, because this is the core. That magic is the core of this series. A lot of these characters wield it, and so you have to get it right, because otherwise it doesn't matter that there's a dark one. It doesn't matter that there's a good guy that wants to try and stop the dark one. Without that magic and the way that it looks, you can't do it. Okay, so let's keep going. Okay, I do love the voiceover with Tam Althor. That is Rand's dad. I just want to say, I'm loving the actor that's playing him. I'm here for it. I'm gonna say that a lot too. I'm here for it. And I want to go back a little bit. Seeing Swan and Leanne for the first time and the actresses that are playing them, Swan and Leanne are favorites. A lot of these characters are favorites of mine, but just seeing them on screen and seeing them, just that brief glimpse, it's like I know that they are gonna kill it. Like just just the way that I know about them and what goes on with them, like it's getting me excited. And just Tam Thor, the way that what he says and the montage of what he's saying and the scenes that are playing out while he's saying it is definitely, again, well done. It's like you're saying the wheel of time turns, and there's pain, there's loss, there's, you know, just hardship, and you see that a little bit, and you see the darkness ramped up in this trailer. Like you see Rand with the longbow, and that's another thing that's infamous, at least with the Evan Fielders, their longbow and their tabak. And so just seeing that, just seeing him wield it is just super cool. And just, you know, it's super exciting. And then Matt and Shadar Logoth and the dagger, and then Mashadar, the black wind, aka you need to run and not let that thing touch you, because that thing is dangerous. And then of course the dagger, that whole Shadar Logoth is just dark in general, so there's a reason for that. And so it's funny to me, again, it's tying in very nicely with what Tam is saying as a voiceover, as well as what these characters are, that part of that journey that they're about to go through just from the first book alone. So it's tying in very nicely the way that they're doing this trailer. And yeah, I'm here for it. Just, there's still little Easter eggs here and there. Oh, we see Matt and there's someone in the background, like in a cage. I'm thinking that's an Aielman, and whoo child, I can't say much, but the Aielman are cool as okay. They're cool, they're super cool, and I think the character that's in there, it's yeah. And then we see Perrin and the wolf. Oh my gosh, Perrin and wolves. Y'all get ready, because oh child, yes, Perrin and wolves, just, that's definitely foreshadowing. And again, I'm liking how they're tying in, like, the, you know, Perrin, and it looks like Perrin and Matt are like kind of like frustrated somewhere. So again, painful, you know, they're going through something, like this journey is wearing on them already, and it's just beginning. So again, nice tie-in, nice like flow of the trailer. Okay, so nice little montage here before they start with the voiceover again. You see Beltane, which is like people dancing, but then direct contrast with Death with the white cloth bodies as well as the white tower. It's like, what's the association here? What is going on? And it's just little clips, but it's definitely, I feel like, tying into, again, the first book. You see happiness and then you see death. You see happiness, you see death. Like it's they know what they were doing with this. Okay, so this brief glimpse here, you see a brief glimpse of a fade, as well as running, chaos, everything else, and then you see, of course, Daniel Henney as Lan. Lan. There's a reason why he got fans, y'all. He got fans for a reason, both men and women, but yeah, I'm definitely part of that fan club, and there are reasons. And just, you know, running chaos, and again you're amping up the sense of urgency and danger for these characters. So again, well done. You see like a battle scene, so yeah.
The last battle is coming. The only thing that matters is what you do. Whatever happens now, there's no turning back.
Okay, so this, again, little montage. We go back to the White Tower. How is the White Tower tied to this? She says the last battle is coming. What is the last battle? So you're getting glimpses here of the seriousness of why, you know, Moraine is even there. What is up with this village? Who are these people and why are they important? They are important. Ooh, they're important. And then you go back to the village and just, you know, the chaos, and just you also see another battle scene. I feel like there's two separate battle scenes going on here, and again, you're just it's tying in very well as far as no turning back. You see the one power again being wielded. It's just, you see Lan doing his thing, and you also actually see the brief glimpse of them riding towards the Waygate, which you got a picture of a few weeks ago. That was like one of their promo photos. And so the Waygate, I think I see Bella. I don't know who's riding Bella, but Bella's there, okay? She got a cameo, but I don't see her face. I need to see Bella, the horse. I need to see her whole, like, just Bella by herself. Like, I just need to see her by herself. But anyways, I feel like she's still featured in that little scene there. And also the longbow. Rand's longbow is still in the background, so you can see it, which again is cool. So I think they are doing an actual longbow, which I think were some concerns for fans. But that brief glimpse, there is a longbow. Like, I'm pretty sure there's a longbow. So let's keep going. Whoo, child. Okay, so I want to harken back a little bit before, because we see Trollocs. We see a background of Trollocs. You see them kind of running a little bit. They're pretty much the orcs of the Wheel of Time universe. So there definitely is some elements there. And it was so nice to see them. I do think they're going to do a pretty good job with the practical effects. Yes, that camera angles are there on purpose. And it's interesting that they're, well, I mean, you are introduced to Trollocs late at night, so it's gonna be a given. Again, this is all during the night of bell time. Things just pop off, things are going, you're just wondering what is going on. And then, of course, you see Moraine, and you see a fade again. You see a little bit more in how dangerous this creature is, or how creepy this creature is, because the Murdraw, aka the Fade, yeah, they're creepy, but there are some more coming down the pipeline that are even creepier. I'll just say that. But they're definitely a good introduction onto the creepiness of the Dark One, and like, who are you and why are you here, and you scaring me to death. And I did think initially that they may combine the Murdraw or the Fade with the Jakar, just based on him opening mouth and kind of screaming. So it just makes me wonder, like, if they are combining the two, or if they're still going to be like two separate creatures. Ooh, sorry, didn't mean to move that. And so you tie in with Lan and Moraine working together, and then of course Moraine wielding the one power. Again, I'm a little concerned with pacing. I just want, when you're in a battle sequence, I do hope that the pacing is a little bit faster, but I think for the purpose of the teaser trailer, you kind of got to slow it down just a tad. And of course, you still have voiceovers and of course background music. So it's still, I think, again, overall, the teaser trailer tied in nicely. And of course, you got to end it with a bang. You got to end it with Moraine being badass and, you know, wielding the one power. But I do recall there are some instances where you're building up to use a lot of the one power. That kind of takes a few seconds to do. I seem to recall that reading a lot, especially when Moraine was trying to do like the lightning strikes on the Trollocs. So like I kind of understand that scene a little bit better than the earlier scene with Alana wielding the one power. Oh, and I totally forgot to go back to Logain. Logain is the one guy that you kind of see and you see power being wielded. So men can wield the power too in this universe. So I feel like, again, it's tying in. I feel like the scenes that we saw are Emond's Field, what happens at Belltime, things popping off, them going to Shadow Logoth. But I think eventually they will meet the Red Aja trying to contain Logain, or we'll see Logain trying to escape. And that's kind of like a combination of things that are happening in this trailer. So I think those three particular scenes are a great way to introduce the series, and just, you still don't know what's really happening, but again, it's definitely a good tease. And there are several characters that I'm kind of glad wasn't in the teaser trailer. Like a certain Ogier and certain groups of people that I know that are cast, and I feel like they can save that for the main trailer, or just not even show them at all until, you know, things premiere. Like I'll be happy with not seeing a few characters in the main trailer until the season opener. Like Men, for example, she's definitely a pivotal character, as well as Lowell, and even who did Aram, like some of the Tinkers, as well as the White Cloaks. And those two groups of people are very, the contrast is very different. And so and Tom, like, you didn't see Tom in this trailer at all. Again, I feel like they're saving him for the main trailer, and as well as the and for the series, pretty much. You gotta see Tom playing the instrument that he plays and just even do voiceover with him. Like, it wouldn't surprise me if they go that route. And so I do recall them doing a Q&A recently, the producers, and they did mention that they're featuring books 2 and 3 in season 1. So it's just a matter of what is being featured from books 2 and 3, and what stuff from book 1 they're moving to season 2. And again, that's why I think my theory of Egwene being tested from book 2, it was featured in this trailer. That's going to be like my main theory, but it wouldn't surprise me if it was those other things as well. So thanks guys for listening. That is my breakdown of the trailer. I hope you enjoyed it. Book readers, I hope you are with me on this. Rosamund Pike is going to be great as Moraine, and Moraine is, don't get me wrong, I did like the characters as they were being introduced, but at the same time, Moraine was it for me. Like, she made me really enjoy Either World. Like, her power, just, you know, everything. So I think y'all are going to enjoy this series. It's definitely completed, and so there are definitely a lot of characters coming, as well as characters that you're going to meet that you've already met that are going to be awesome. And some of you're going to hate, like, for real, like Leandrin. You're going to hate her. And one more thing, so there's the scene that has Rand and Egwene together. Don't get invested. That I mean, they could explore that a little bit more. That was what was like, that's a twist. I wasn't expecting that at all. Like, that was just like, what? But I do, again, the way they're making this more adult, so it does kind of make sense. But their friendship or their relationship was a little more innocent to me. But I'm sure they're going to be longtime shippers of this, even though it's going to be, yeah, don't invest, okay? It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Thanks, guys, please comment and follow and subscribe TeamJVS, and hopefully I'll be doing more videos for you soon. Like, I feel like I should do more analysis here. like there's so much to unpack here. Like, the series is so vast and grand, and just that's why I love it. And so, and you got your little book crushes too, I'm not gonna lie, because, you know, Lan, hello. And Perrin was a little bit, yeah, I was a little sweet on Perrin too, at least when I was a teenager. And yes, Matt too. Like there's gonna be shippers that are gonna be, yes, everything you want in a series, it has hit, and even better, magic. So thanks guys for listening, and be sure to follow. I'm Natty Willy. I'm out. You can follow me at WillCat12 on Twitter and Instagram. Thanks guys.